Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here planning for the week of December 1st through the 7th. This is in my B&R Paper Crafts Plan B Planner. For this week, I am using this kit from Pretty Planner Printables. I think it's called Pastel Christmas. Could be wrong. It'll be down below. Please don't quote me on it. But I'm excited to be using this setup, and I think it's going to be super cute and super fun in my planner. I do need to add in a few things just to make it all work out in the way that it should. So I pulled out a bunch of washies. This one is from Simply Gilded, and it has little snowmen and Christmas trees and gold bows. These three are super old ones from AliExpress, but I thought they went with the kind of like tie-dye background kind of well. And then this one is an old one from Michaels, which again, I thought went pretty well with the colors. So my plan is to use these two as the bottom washi, but we might pull in these if I need some extras along the way. And then I also pulled this, I believe it's called Smoke Blue Zebra Mild Liner. I think it'll go pretty well with the blue that's in here to do the dates along the top. You probably can't tell from the video, but it's possible. I did cut this full box and this full box into headers. I didn't really want to cut this one into headers, but I need two sets of headers to be able to do the setup, and I thought that would work best. And then I also cut these checklists to be only 4 tall because that's how much will fit down here at the bottom. So my plan is to kind of do most of the setup, and then we'll come back and talk through which boxes go where before we close out for the pre-planning side of things. Okay, here's where we are at with pre-planning. I haven't put down the checklist yet just because I need the full boxes to go in first. Looking at the full boxes specifically, I have these two that have green backgrounds, and I have these two that I feel like we'll call blue backgrounds. They both have dogs in them as well. And then I have these three. I think the two mugs go together, and then that leaves this one as the one that I'm going to put as my center box because it's the most different from the others. If I could get this to let go, that would be ideal. I don't know how it's possible that all of this is like so stuck to everything. Okay. Apparently the little scraps between them are being tricky. Okay, there is that full box, and then I'm gonna stick I don't think it super matters which order these go in. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this one over here on Saturday. And then this one, I have like strippy scraps flying everywhere. This one here on Tuesday. There we go. And then I'm gonna try to do the opposite with the dogs. So this one is the kind of like less zoomed in version. So I'm gonna stick that over here. It also separates the tree from the tree that's on Thursday. And then this one goes over here. And then that leaves just these two. So I think I'm gonna stick, I think visually it makes the most sense to stick this one here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Even though I kind of want the snuggly things on Friday. But I think it's gonna be fine. All right, there we go. And then I'm just gonna take these little checklists, and they're all gonna go right onto each individual day. I tend to use at least a short checklist on each day. This only has 4 spots, so it's definitely not gonna like overwhelm. I'm not gonna run out of things to put in the checklist kind of situation. Usually admin tasks go into literally every day because I always have various admin tasks that have to happen each individual day. And then I usually put in my workout on weekdays. And then I usually put in the days when I wash my hair in the checklists. Also, if I do any reviews for advanced reader copies, I don't think I'll have any in December, but things could change. Stuff like that. I'm gonna now move on to the daily stuff. I did pull out my work stickers and I gotta see what I'm feeling for that. I could try to use these guys up. I think I'm gonna use these from Creative Cavern Studio, these little laptops, because I think that I can find a lot of colors that go well with the colors that are in here. So let's see, I'm gonna use this on Monday, and then I think maybe I'll use like a really intense green. And then I need a pink. We'll use this pink. And then I'm gonna use another blue. And then I think I could use like a lighter pink. And we're gonna just pull those out for the second half of the week. Just be really efficient with those right now. And then let's see, I didn't pull out any other sticker books or any other things from my stash. So maybe I'm just gonna use a couple of these guys from Creative Cavern Studio for my videos for the week. Oh, I'm doing a video a day. Oh, that's tricky. So this is actually going to be for Vlogmas time. So I think I'm going to actually drop all my videos down here and not leave any up in the top. So that's going to just take up one of the spots every day. So moving on to other things, on Tuesday I do have curling. I'm just going to use one of these little extra guys from the checklist. Wednesday, I'm not sure what's happening right now. And then I'm going to stick in a couple more of these for work. And then curling is also here on Thursday. And then the weekend is still very up in the air. So I have 5 little hearts and this little half box that I can use as I go through the week. And this is kind of where we're at with the pre-planning right now. So I think it's looking pretty cute. So stick around for just a second and you can see the finished spread. All right, here's the finished spread. I'll give it a little wiggle and a twerk. There's a bit of foiling down here in the washi. If I don't mention it, it did come from the kit. I used up literally everything. So super successful. That page can just go away. Love that. The bottom washi, the top one is from Michael's from a long time ago, and the bottom one is from Simply Gilded from a grab box. And then the pen at the top is a zebra mild liner. And then other than that, the biggest things that I pulled in were these little laptops from Creative Cavern Studio. And then I was going to stick my videos for each day down in the checklist, but I decided to put them up here instead just because I thought that they would look cute. And these are also from Creative Cavern Studio. These little, I think these are Avery's with the Christmas trees. I think they look cute, and I feel like I don't need to hoard these because I only use a couple a year for Christmas otherwise. And then the only other thing I pulled in was this one little flag thing. This was just from a leftover, I think probably from Planner One Love, but not totally sure. I just had it because I was using it for other things and it was sitting on the table, so I used it. But I think that's all I have for today. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know how your week went down below, or if you don't have anything that you want to leave me a dog emoji just to say hi. I'd love to hear from you, and that sounds super cute, in the comments down below. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads, as well as bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.